This just keeps getting worse and worse. We can now report that Princess Madeleine and Chris O'Neill are in a fight. The princess couple are having trouble agreeing on a future together. In recent years, Princess Madeleine, 41, and her husband Chris O'Neill, 49, have had a special relationship, to say the least. There is no doubt that it was on the initiative of the American that the whole family in August 2018 suddenly parted from Sweden and moved to Florida. At first, the princess had a great time in Miami. Life played and resembled a continuous vacation. Stop Press talked about her exclusive pool habits at the extremely luxurious Faena Hotel. Strictly private beach. A luxury hotel is not your average 5-star hotel, it's an extremely luxurious hotel. And if it's delicious, it costs money. The cheapest rooms cost just over 13,000 Swedish kronor per night. The best suite in the hotel costs 395,000 Swedish kronor per night. Only hotel guests have access to the hotel's pool and beach, which is strictly private. But Madeleine has made arrangements so she can come and go. An advantage directly related to her royal title, which she is known to have decided to keep, although she cannot be accused of earning herself to death. As time went on, however, her stay in Miami became less and less pleasant. Princess Madeleine felt socially isolated and found it difficult to make friends. Visits from friends in Sweden failed to fill the void, and Madeleine finally had enough. A clear untruthful evasion. She insisted and managed to convince her stubborn and wayward husband to return home to Stockholm. In February this year, the court suddenly announced that the princess and her family would settle back in Stockholm from August. The joy and surprise was immense. 79-year-old Queen Sylvia was beyond happy. She finally got the chance to spend time with her beloved daughter and favorite grandchildren. In mid-June came the shocking news: the move has been postponed for a year. Court Information Manager Margareta Torgren, 60, said the couple's move had to be cancelled due to lack of time, a ludicrous and clearly wrong evasion, given the resources the royal household has access to. According to Stoppa Pressarna, it is Chris O'Neill who is calling the trill, as usual. The American chickened out in June when the couple traveled home to Stockholm to celebrate National Day. Chris O'Neill realized that the attention around him hadn't subsided, quite the opposite, even. It's become too difficult for the financier, who wants to be able to stand behind a bar without being sneakily photographed. For Princess Madeleine, the delayed move is a setback, and now she wants assurances from her husband that next year's move will actually happen. Chris doesn't want to give such guarantees, and they have started arguing very, very hard, says a friend of the princess. According to Stoppa Pressarna, it got to the point where Chris and Madeleine stood and shouted at each other. "I can't stand being called fat." Princess Madeleine is said to be so angry that she growled at her husband, and also commented on his fitness. Then Chris's top cover came off. He can't stand being called fat. Len, nickname of the princess among friends edition, realized that she had gone too far, and in a panic called a friend, "So I was told," says the informant. The question is whether the damage is too great. Will Chris be able to forgive his wife's abuse? The big question, though, will the princesses ever move home to Sweden? It seems dark right now.